So, dear friends, welcome to yet another episode of HomeoMitra Vartaalap. We have with us today Dr. Chanchal Khandelwal, who is a practicing homeopath in the USA. She has done her post-graduation from Dr. M.L. Memorial Homeopathic Institute, Palghar. And so, Dr. Chanchal, tell us something about yourself. How long have you been practicing in the USA, and what has your journey been like? Because you've done your post-graduation from India and now you are practicing in USA. So do tell us about yourself.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for getting me here. So it's so nice to meet you and everybody. So yes, I did my BHMS from Pune, Maharashtra, and then post-graduation from Palghar, Maharashtra again. So I have been in States from 2018, almost 6 years now. So I was practicing in Pune before, and the journey has been a roller coaster ride, actually. It was by luck, chance that my husband had to go to States, and along with him, I'm in North Carolina right now. So earlier I was in Los Angeles, California. So I have been associated with one of the senior doctors here, and he is one of the famous doctors in Los Angeles. He has done MD, and now he's practicing. He has been practicing like 30, 40 years now for homeopathy. So I don't know how, it was just Google search that I was newly married and I went to States. I was very enthusiastic. I'm a career-oriented woman. So like I wanted to have my practice full setup here in India, there in India. So but I couldn't. So I was like very enthusiastic. I searched Google, I emailed so many people there in Los Angeles and nearby areas to have me just as an assistant, that what we call here, and there as a volunteer to be with them and sit with them in the cases, so that I get to know what kind of cases do I get there and how are the people, what is the culture and everything. Everything is new for me. So understanding the people there, society there, that is the first step that I wanted to take. So luckily I went to him, and I sat with him in one case, and we enjoyed together working on that case. So, and still now we are together. So, and I'm also a mentor in Los Angeles School of Homeopathy. So I do mentoring and sometimes do take lectures. So, and I have my clients from India. I am also pursuing yoga, which is like a holistic approach. So here in States, everybody, like so many people are influenced towards homeopathy. So they need that holistic approach, mind, body, soul. Everybody is so educated about that. So they have that awareness. So they want that little bit of counseling along with the medicine and little bit of exercise, and everything should be certified. You cannot be like just blabbering here and there. So yes, the journey has been good for self-reflection also as a career, and as like big switch from India to US.
Quite an interesting and very insightful journey, in the sense that you have been very relentlessly pursuing and finding out a way of how to practice in the USA.
So every state has different laws here, medical laws. Unlike India, like India is one whole country where one medical law applies to all the states. But here, every state has different laws. So there are certain acts which allows you to practice in certain states, like Arizona, California. There are few states, 7 to 8 states here. And rest of the states, you cannot practice. So you You just have to volunteer or assist or be a naturopath to practice, to have that legal license to practice.
Correct.
There is this CHC certification. So this is not, it is very common. People who are coming to States, they might have searched it online that this is one certification that allows you to practice in States. But it's just a certificate that states that you are a homeopathic practitioner. That's all. So it does not give you a license to practice. If you're MD, you already have that standard to practice there. So you need not have that certificate. Even I did that initially because even I searched it. Everybody was saying this is a recognition that you need to have here and everything. So I think, okay, fine. The exam is not that difficult. You just give the exam and clear it. So I did it. So I am also CHC certified. And I'm applying for this American NASH this thing certification. So it is a global RS homeopathy. If you have seen
Yes.
registered RS homeopathy, that suffix.
Yes.
So I'm trying to do that. But then my Indian MD would be nullified. So I'm still thinking it's better to keep CHC and keep my MD because I want to have clients from all over India, like a global practice. So let's see what comes in my way. But yes, every state has different laws. So you have to first check which state are you going to and what are the laws there. So I was in California. I could practice there. I am in North Carolina. I cannot practice here. So it's like it's just a way to find out how to practice. Okay.
Right.
And not to caught in the legal norms, legal things over here. It's otherwise you will be barred. Like you'll get so many notices and uh, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's a challenging task to understand the medical legal system here. You have to go through different websites and check the medical laws and understand every state law.
So I understand that the legal aspects are quite different from what the way in which we practice in India. So, for example, if I'm in India and if I get a client from anywhere outside of India, all I need to do is courier the medicines or give them a consultation and give them the name of the medicines they will buy from that place locally.
Correct.
But what I don't understand is whether the same is applicable in the USA. Now, let's say you are in USA. Do you really
Okay.
have that certification, being a homeopath registered in India, to practice online globally?
Okay, so online legal aspects are different. Yes, I do have that. So actually the benefit is I am MD. So people understand, at least they know a little bit, like it's MD, like it's MD. So it's a little higher degree. BHM is nobody understands.
Correct.
Here. So MD is some suffix that everybody understands. So it gives that adds value to your name.
Correct.
And I do take everybody, even my the other doctor with whom I'm associated, he also takes a declaration form signed that I'm so and so, I'm certified here, I'm not licensed in States, I'm Indian licensed homeopath, and I can practice because of certain laws, like there is number, that number for every state has different laws. So I do mention that number in that declaration form. And because of this law, I can still practice here. And if you are okay and I'm not diagnosing, okay, so homeopaths cannot diagnose here. And you cannot touch the patient because you do not have a license, medical license, like physical assistance, that what do you call MBBS in India, that thing.
Right.
The medical degree, you do not have it here. So everything is face to face. You cannot touch the patient, you cannot diagnose it. You're not diagnosing the patient, you're not giving a name of the problem they are going through. And it's so, and what else is there? Yeah, and declaration, and you just sign it and give it back to me. So I am giving everything, like all my information to them. It's everything on white paper. And if they agree, they sign it, and everybody agrees. Everybody knows that they have to sign. Even for regular checkup, they have to sign a declaration form here. So even if they go to physical assistant, like my MBBS doctor, like general physician. So there also they have to, everybody is very used to with signing forms and filling forms here. And after the intake, so there are insurances. So insurances are covered. So only when it's one insurance is there that covers CHC certified prescriptions. So that is Canada and States. And in States also very few people are associated with this insurance. So it's of actually no use, but yeah, it is of some use. So rest of the insurances does not cover my fees. But if MD is, I'm associated with my MD. So if he gives that number and that receipt, so the client's fees would be covered by the insurance. So because he is medical licensed states licensed doctor. So, and the third thing is the prescription. So what we do is we usually call up the tagged up pharmacy, and we give them the name, and they send a courier it to the clients. So till COVID, we had our face-to-face practice. We had a setup. We had our own clinic. Post-COVID, everything is online now. So everything is over Zoom meeting. So as it is, we are not diagnosing, we are not touching the patient, we are not doing any examination. So everything is over internet and calls. So we do give the prescription and call up the client and the pharmacy, and they send it to the client. This is how the chain works.
On a slightly lighter note, the amount of information that you have, you might as well start an agency to guide Indian homeopaths migrating to USA how to, practice. Consulting agency.
Yeah. I do have a little of, I have done a lot of research to just to like get that standing similar to that we have in India. So I've also tried to like, some goes to nursing, so they need some identification here. So either you go to physician assistant program, either you go to nursing, either if you are so lucky and like if you could get those grades evaluated in the American education system, like MD psychiatry, if you get that evaluated, you might be able to do master's program again in psychiatry here. So you can try. There are different ways to do it. Yes, you have to go through certain things. You can even do PhD if you want to. So yes, you have to read a lot, do certain examination, give certain exams. So yes, there are ways. If you want to just service the community, there are ways. You can be a volunteer at so many temples, at your community. It's a community service. Everybody welcomes a volunteer. Everybody welcomes volunteer. You are not earning, you are giving a service. Whatever tips you get, you give it to the community that you're sitting there. Like if I'm practicing, I'm giving my service in temple. So whatever tips I receive, it will be donated to the temple. So in that case, I am gaining experience. I am getting exposed to the US clients, the problems or the diseases they are going through here. What are the common problems they face here? So I am gaining experience, and definitely helps you in gaining that strong foundation to give prescriptions, good prescriptions.
Right. So, what I gather so far is that you can practice. There are many ways to practice, but then couple of questions. The first one is, what are the common illnesses that you commonly see in patients in the US, be it Indian community or outside the Native American and the those people. And the second thing is that whether it is financially sustainable to practice homeopathy, which means only with homeopathy you make a living.
To answer your first question, as far as my personal experience is concerned, in my personal practice, so I do practice with my senior doctor, and I do have my own practice. So my personal practice, I have clients more from mental illnesses and few of physical illnesses like cancer or hypothyroid or osteoarthritis, like that. But 90% of the clients are psychosomatic or psychiatric illnesses. So the thing is, over-the-counter medicines, they are so educated about that this is anxiolytic, this is sedative. They go and take it. So their body is immune to the first level medicines that we call. So now they are reluctant to go to the next level because now their body is immune. They have to step up. Now, stepping up meaning getting more drugged. As the awareness is increasing amongst these people, they do not want to step up because they know the side effects. And so this education, common education amongst people, have moved them from modern medicine to natural way of healing. So that's why because of the society, the culture, everything, too many things, Western culture that we say. So mental illnesses is what I have experienced, like 90%. Yes, and rest everything is also that we learn is mostly bodily illnesses are coming from the stress and the whatever the state they are going through.
Right.
So it's almost 90 to 95% mind. So I have to, you have to gain that confidence here and know what is common anxiety symptoms here. So Western, because of their culture, certain symptoms are common. Yes, which is uncommon here. Like kind of, if I want to give an example, they are into smoking weed and everything. So it's their routine, drinking alcohol. It's their every weekend kind of thing. So they will have certain baseline that symptoms. So that is their normal symptoms. That is the base. And if it increases, then it becomes their pathological symptoms. So that's what we have to understand, the society and the culture and what is normal for them. So the mental illnesses is what I can say as per in my 6 years of experience, 90 to 95% of cases are poorly handled, very last stage pathology. Losing hopes, like they do not want to go to chemotherapy, and now they want naturopathic only. So they try all vitamins, all homeopathy, all everything together combo. And we also know that we can do a little in that case. So like last resort. And earning is, see, if you want to make a living here doing homeopathy, so I would personally recommend come in the early stage, like graduation stage. And if you are determined and like you want to do homeopathy only, so go and come and do naturopathy and then practice homeopathy. So naturopathy, ND, naturopath is recognized. Again, you have to give some license exam, but yeah, it is recognized all over in USA, the United States of America. But if you've already invested in yourself and done MD like me, you would not want to invest the similar amount of energy and money in the same field. You would say, I have this extensive knowledge. I as what I thought I had, but yes, experience gives you more knowledge. But yes, but the bookish knowledge, yes, I know what books to refer. And I must say, we are more trained, better trained than the students here in USA. They have only three years of whole, like what we have spent like 8 years, 5+5.5 plus 3 years, 8.5 years, just 3 years, and they come out and start practicing. So we have read anatomy, physiology, pathology, forensic, gynec, everything. No, they do not. Here, curriculum is there, but it's not that much emphasized, like they're reading gynecology for 1 whole year. No. It's just for a few lectures and you're done. So I am associated with Los Angeles School of Homeopathy, so I know what are the things. So you're practicing homeopathy, so you just know the laws and just practice, like know Materia Medica and repertory, and you practice like that. So that is the difference. So making earning and living, you can do it if you are so determined, and if you know you're going to go in states, so you pre-decide and handle everything. You can make a living here, but you have to decide it before. And supporting your family is another question. Making a living for yourself is different, and supporting your family, and that's a different question. So I gave you a way to go, and you can find it's all in your hands. How hard do you work to make a living here? So you choose a state that, yes, here homeopathy is practiced legally. You consciously go to that state. You consciously make efforts to get the license. You consciously take efforts to make that society know that I am here. I am very experienced doctor, like advertisement kind of thing.
No, what I understand is there is so much that Indian homeopaths who are graduated from here, done their post-graduation MD from here, can do in the USA. It is just that those what do you call regulations and compliances, they are creating a lot of limitations.
Yes,
Hopefully
yes.
someday when these regulations are much more suitable for the Indian homeopath, probably it would be a lot easier. And in fact, more beneficial for the people over there in general, because they want to opt for it, but it seems like the government is not very keen on legalizing or making it as a mainstream medical
Yes.
field
Yes.
for them to follow.
Yes. 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 So here comes the question of global acceptance of homeopathy. So it's not just United States, it's everywhere in every other country. So it's only because of Ayush that it is so strong, deeply rooted in India. Otherwise, everywhere it's alternative medicine. So it will take a lot of efforts to make it the main medicine here in the United States. Basic is first is getting it approved, and the same education level that we have here of like BHMS and MBBS, only the pharmacy is different. Rest we go through same curriculum.
Agreed.
Even our question paper. So just the organon, the philosophy, and our materia medica and repertory are different. Rest everything is same. So
Agreed.
first adapting that in here in education system, it will take lots. It's a challenging job.
I agree.
Modern medicine and standing hand in hand together, this alternative medicine. So naturopathy is the best way to gain that recognition here. I would say that. So you decide after you have done 12th, you have to settle in a US and you don't spend your money in BHMS here, there in India, and you directly go to the state where you want to settle and you do naturopathy there, and then you pursue your homeopathy and you open your own setup. So that's the best way. And yes, you can earn a living then. And you can support your family then. But after studying here and going, it's a tough job. People have done it. You have to switch your stream first, get that base foundation, and then you start practicing homeopathy.
Right. So it's not all that, not such a hopeless situation as many people feel it is. And looking at your enthusiasm and your sustaining and, ever growing practice, there is only hope that,
Yes.
a lot of us who can go there, and if there is a possibility, one thing is you do your ND. That's the best way forward. If not, do your MD and go over there and understand the license, the licensing and regulations, and then start practicing over there.
One thing is always a barrier is on what visa are you coming here? You need to have that work permit. If you do not have work permit, you can only volunteer. That's the main aspect. You need to have that. You need to have. Everybody cannot come here and earn.
Yes, I know you either need a H1B, and if you're on a spouse visa, which is an H4 visa, you need to again apply for a permit over there to work.
Yes.
Or maybe the better option would be if you're on a green card, then it is not too much of a problem. You don't need to apply.
No, it's never a problem. Yeah, green card is like, yeah, you are a resident of United States. You avail all the facilities and everything. So you can, and of course, it helps in your fees also.
Yeah, there
So
is significant reduction. You get a lot of subsidy.
Yes. So H1B, you get a sponsor here, or you become a dependent of L1 or L2, and you automatically get a work permit, or you wait for your work permit, apply for it after 6 years of H1B, or you directly come on green card, you marry someone and then come here. It's your mind how you use it.
Great. So, on that note, the take-home message from what I gather is don't lose hope. Read it up, research, and hopefully someday you will provide professional advice and consulting for Indian homeopaths who wish to go there. And yes, and of course, now that you have spoken about your practice into mental health, we do wish to have a conversation about that as well someday in one of the future Vartalaps. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to be here. Yes. Thank you for getting me here. And so I'm always open to share my views on. So it has been a difficult, challenging journey for me. Ups and downs. Yes. Everything is new, country is new, people are new, surrounding is new, you're away from your family, from your culture. And I was newly married, so everything was a challenge. Now I'm settled, so yeah, it's okay now. Now I know. I know what cautions I have to take and what precautions I have to take. So yes, just prepare yourself, and if you take your medical practice as a service. So you are helping, I have that feeling, empathy and that. I'm more into service than into getting money in my pockets. So you just have to have that seed of service here. So even if you cannot earn a living, you can definitely provide help to community here. So, and people are very welcoming, open-hearted. And nowadays, it's not like Indians are not welcome. So we are very famous here. So take that thing as a plus point, and they know yoga, they know that spirituality that we have in our blood. So they do consider you. So have that seed of service. You can at least volunteer and help people around. I've also done BLS, CLS, like that emergency medical services. So,
Right.
I can give that first aid. They need such help here. Doctors are needed everywhere. So just have that empathy and that feeling of service. You will gain that experience and confidence, and then eventually you will be happy. More important for me, what I understand is happiness. So I did my medical service, I came into homeopathy just to serve people. So I'm getting that satisfaction, even if I'm not earning that much as I expected. But I'm happy because I'm getting results and I'm getting that feedback, positive feedback from my clients. So that is more than enough for me, at least. So, yes. Have a good, if anyone is thinking of coming here, have a good research and all the very best. Hard work always gives you results. So smart hard work. Thank you.
After talking to you, it seems like there is nothing called as hopelessness. There is only hope that there is so much that you can do with the right kind of attitude and the right kind of motivation.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, we can.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Chanchal, for enlightening our audience with how the practice in USA is and the kind of clients you have, the medical legal challenges, and having a sustainable long term. I would rather say a lifelong practice in the US. There is a possibility.
Yes, there is.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.